Hello everyone, I am Dr. Naresh Kumar, Assistant Professor in the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. Today we are going to discuss about network topology in the definitions. What are the definitions here? The graph definition, the network topology importance, node, branch, loop, tree. So that definitions we will discuss oriented graph, unoriented graph, so that we will discuss in this lecture. Now here first network topology. The definition for network topology. Network topology is a graphical representation of electrical circuits. The electrical circuit can be represented with a graph, so that graphical representation is known as a network topology. This is the definition for network topology. Next, so why we need to study this network topology? So now here this is the simple loop circuit. So this is one circuit, simple circuit. Now here this is the simple circuit. Now here we have two loop circuit, and now here this is the three loop circuits. This is one circuit, and next again fourth loop circuit, fifth loop circuit, and sixth loop circuit. This is complexity is increasing. So for such type of networks, for such type of circuits, so we will use to analyze such type of network, we will use this network topology concept. So this network can be replaced by, the circuit can be replaced by graphical symbol. So that graph definition I will explain in the next slide. So what is graph, I will tell you in the later on. Also, it is used for analyzing complex electric circuits by converting them into the network graph. This is such complex circuits can be replaced by a graph, network graphs. Next, where do we apply? So where do we apply this? What are the applications of network topology? So to determine currents and voltages, we will use for simple circuits, mesh analysis. For complicated circuits, so we will use this network topology. So network topology is also known as the graph theory. Next, so what are the definitions? So first graph definition, next node, next branch, degree of node, next rank of graph, next loop, next tree, twigs, co-tree, link, directed graph, unoriented graph, planar graph, next non-planar graph, subgraph, proper graph, improper graph, path, connected graph, and next disconnected graph. These are the definitions. So I'm going to explain here. Now first graph definition. What is meant by graph? So graph is this is the graph. So graph is a network graph. So network graph is a network in which all nodes and all loops are written on it, but its branches are represented with lines. Suppose this is the graph. Now here this is the circuit. This is the circuit. This is the circuit. So now this is V1, V2, R1, R2, and R3. Two loop circuit I am taking. So now this circuit, for first convert this network into the graph. So this is the graph. All voltage sources are replaced by short circuit, and all elements are replaced by short circuit. The graph should be like this. Here this you can write like this. This is the graph. So the network graph is a network in which all nodes and all loops are retained, but its branches are replaced by lines. Next, the voltage sources are replaced by short circuited here, and if there are any current source, that current source is replaced by open circuit. If it is a current source, that is replaced by open circuit. Next, node definition. Node means, so this is the one graph. Here for this particular graph, so nodes. Node means two or more branches connected to one point. Here two or more branches. So three branches, 1, 5 branch, 2 branch, and 1 branch is connected to this one. This is node A, and this is 3 branches connected to this point, and 3 branches connected to this point, and 3 branches connected to these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are 5, 6 are branches. Now these points are nodes because at this A, 3 branches are connected to this node, that is 1, 2 and 5. At B, 2, 6 and 4 are connected to this B, and at C, 5, 6, 3 branches are connected, 2 or more branches are connected to this point, and at 1, 4, 3 branches are connected to this D point. So now here possible number of nodes are here, for that are A, B, C and D. Total number of nodes in a given graph 4. So now see the definition. A node is defined common point at which 2 or more branches meet together. That means 2 or more branches connected to one point is known as a node. This is the definition for node. Next, branch definition. Branch definition. Here these are the branch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now see the definition here. Branch is a line joining two nodes. The line joining two nodes. This is A, B, C and this is D. So node A, node B, node C and node D. This is A, B, C, D are nodes. The line joining 2 points. This is AB joining 2 points, that is 2, and AD nodes, the line joining AD nodes, that is 1. The line joining CD nodes, that is 3 branch, and that line joining B and C, that is 6th, and the line joining A and C, that is 5th branch. And next, a line segment replaced by one or more networks elements that are connected to in series or parallel. Now next, degree of node. So degree of node, number of elements connected to the node is known as a degree of node. So see the definition first. Degree of, so number of branches. The number of branches here, how many branches at node? A node degree of node is 3 because 3 elements are connected to this A node, and B node degree of node is 3 because 3 branches are connected to this point, and C node degree of node is 3 branches connected to this node, and this D node degree of node is also 3. If suppose this node, this is the A, B and this is the C, D and E. So for this A node degree of node is 2 and B node degree of node is here 4 elements, 4 branches connected is this B, and this is 4, and this is for C node 2 and for E node 2 and for D node 2. So see this one, B1 is 4 elements connected to that point, degree of node. Next, rank of graph, that means number of nodes minus 1, rank of graph. If there exists a number of nodes, means that the points, then the rank of graph is given by R equals n minus 1. If n number of nodes in a graph, here total number of nodes A, B, C and D, 4 nodes here. So the rank of graph is n equals to 4 minus 1, that is 3. Next, loop. Loop means closed path. Closed path means, see the definition, closed path formed by network branches are called as loop. This is important. Now what are any closed counter selected in a graph? Now here properties of loop. What are the properties here? There are exactly 2 paths between any pair of nodes in the circuit. So between any 2 pair of nodes, here this one A and B, C, A, B, C and D. So in between any 2 nodes, there are exactly 2 nodes, 2 loops here. So in between these 2, and between B and C, these 2, and between next A and C, this one. Now there exist at least 2 branches in the loop. So there must be at least 2 branches, 2 or more branches must be. One branch should not be in the loop, and the maximum possible branches in the loop are equals to number of nodes. Here 1, 2, 3. Tree means closed path, without closed path, there must be all nodes. So that is the definition. Here if you see the definition, a connected subgraph having all nodes. The tree consists of all nodes without any closed path is known as tree. So tree properties here. So first one, so it contains all nodes of the graph. So A, B, C and D. So here it consists of all nodes. So now here tree does not contain any nodes. So here A, B, C and D. So it consists of all nodes. There must not be, it does not have any closed path. Is there any closed path? No. This is one tree. Now here in a tree there exists only one path between any pair of nodes. There exists any pair of node, only one path, and this is the one path. Now here minimum ends and terminal nodes are 2. So 1, 2. Now every connected graph has at least one tree. At least one tree. And rank of tree is same as the rank of graph, that is n minus. If n number of nodes, that means rank of graph is n minus 1. So the tree rank is, that is n minus 1. Now tree contains n minus 1 branches there if there are n number of nodes. Now here how many number of nodes here? Total 4 nodes. So number of tree branches here, twigs here 3. Now twigs, tree branches are known as twigs. So this is one tree A, B, B, this is C and this is D. Here for this A, B, C and D, 2, 6 and 4. So here AB, BC and AB, BC and BD are twigs. So see the definition here, tree branches. Branches of tree are known as twigs. So if there are n number of nodes on the graph, so tree of graph contains n minus 1 twigs. So 4 nodes and n minus 1, 4 minus 3. N minus 1, that means 4 minus 1, that is 3. So you can take any one. So this is one tree A, B, C, D consists of all nodes without any closed path. So for this particular twig also we have 3 twigs. Tree also 3 twigs. And co-tree means this is one tree. So here I am selecting this tree. A, B, C and D. A, B, C and D. So remaining elements, complement of tree is known as co-tree. So see the definition first. So set of branches forming complement of tree is called tree. So let me change the color over here. So now here this is this one. So now here 5, 1 and 3 branches are 1, 5, 3 combination of this. This is the co-tree. Now here the number of branches of co-tree equals to B minus total number of branches here, total twigs here 3, that is n minus 1, and total co-trees are B minus n minus 1. So total branches equals to, now if you do that one, n minus 1 gets cancelled, total B number of branches. Total 6 branches here. So twigs are here 3, remaining branches are co-tree, and that tree equals to that one equals to total 6 minus 3, that is also 3. Now here third, that is link. So here this is the tree A, B, C and D. Let me change the color over here, red color. And this one, this is the link, and this is the link. Otherwise if you take this for this tree, so let me change the color over here. So this is the tree, this is the link, this one is the link. So now here, see the definition here, the branches which are not in the tree. So these are not in the tree. They say these branches. So AC and AB and CD are the AC, AD and CD are the links. And for this particular graph, A, B, C, D, AC, BC, sorry, not BC and AD. So graph tree to tree links will be changed. So now here directed graph. What is meant by directed graph? Directed graph means the graph consists of branches and nodes. Branches having directions. That graph is known as a direction. Here this is the graph. It is having the directions from one node to the unknown. So such type of node directions of the branches nodes, that is the directed graph. If all branches of graph are represented with arrows, such graph is known as a directed graph. That one is also known as a oriented graph. This arrows indicates the direction of current flow in the each branch, and this graph is also called as the oriented graph. And next, in this graph, the direction of current flow is represented with an arrow in each branch. So that branch is known as that graph is known as a directed graph. Let me change the color. Now, undirected one means that is there is no direction on the branches. Here, see the definition. If the branches of graph are not represented with arrows, no arrow mark here, so that is undirected graph. Now, there are no directions of current flow, means it is an unoriented graph. This is an unoriented graph because there are no arrows on the branches of that graph. Next, steps to draw the oriented graph. So first, what you will do, first replace first for the circuit from the circuit. First replace all the resistors, inductors, and this is the circuit. This is resistor, inductor, and this is the capacitor, and this is the current source. So V, C, R, L, C. So now replace all resistors, inductors, and capacitor with line segment. Let me change the color over here. This one is replaced with short circuit. This one is replaced with short circuit. This one is replaced by short circuit. Next, replace voltage source is replaced by short circuit, and current source is replaced by open circuit, not short circuit. Now, if you draw the graph, that is replaced by this is one graph. Now, assume the directions. Give the directions. Name all the A, B, C, and D. So this is open circuit. Now, in this way, we can assume. Now, what is meant by planar graphs? First, see the definition first. Planar graph. Planar graph is the graph drawn on two-dimensional plane so that no two branches intersects at a point which is not a node. So now here I will draw here. So I will tell you first the difference between planar graph and non-planar graph. This is the graph. So not this. Okay. A, B, C, and D. This is one graph. This is planar graph. So there is no two branches intersect. So which is not a node. So now this is okay. But I will tell you the non-planar graph. Non-planar graph, at the time of non-planar graph, in the next slide, I will tell you what is non-planar, then you will understood very well. So graph which may be drawn on plane surface. So there is no branches. So if it is passes like this, so this is not a node. This is not a node. This is not a node. If it is not a node, no two branches. intersects at a point. So this is non-planar graph. It should not be here. So this is the planar graph. If you see the non-planar graph, so see the definition. Non-planar graph is a graph on the two-dimensional plane such that two or more branches intersects at a point other than node on the graph. So now here, this is this one. So here two branches. So this is not A, B, C and D. So now here this A and C and B and C connected here, but it is not a node. So such type of graphs are known as a non-planar graph. This is the A, B, C and D. So up to this is the planar graph, but if one element, one branch is connected across A and C. So here two or more. This is the non-planar graph. This is a non-planar. If it is a node, it is okay. It is a planar graph, but it is not a node, that is non-planar graph. So now here subgraph. Subgraph means less than number of branches and number of nodes. See the definitions first. Subgraph is a subset of branches and nodes of the graph. So there are two types of subgraphs. First one is the proper graph and second one is the improper graph. So now here proper graph and improper graph, the definition. So see the definition. If the graph contains branches and nodes less number of graph. This is the graph. A, B, C and D. Now here subgraph means this is subgraph. So now here number of branches here 4, number of nodes are 4 and number of branches 6. Here how many branches here? B and C, this is D. Branches here 2 only and nodes here 3 only. These are the nodes and these are the branches. These are the nodes and these are the branches. So now here if you see this one, this is the subgraph. Less number of nodes and less number of branches as compared to the main graph. So such type of graphs are known as proper graph. If equals to number of branches and number of nodes to the main branch, that is improper graph. So you will get improper graph means, so here it contains all nodes and all branches of graph, then that graph is known as, this is the graph A, B, C and D. So now here I am selecting one graph here, A, B, C and D. So here it consists of all nodes and the branches. So this is the subgraph, but it is improper graph. It is improper graph. Now here next the definition, the path definition. So the path definition, a set of branches that may be traversed in the order without passing through the same node more than once. So now here the path is an improper subgraph. So which means all nodes equals to the main nodes in the subgraph. So now at the terminating node only one branch is incident, and next at the remaining nodes the two branches are incident. Now there may be a connected graph and disconnected graph. If path exists between any pair of nodes, and then the graph is known as connected graph, otherwise it is a disconnected graph. So if suppose this is the graph A, B, C and D. So now here this is subgraph. This B and C, B and D, this is the connected graph, all nodes. And but here if it is, this is A, this is disconnected graph. A is not connected to B, C and D. This is disconnected graph, this one is a connected graph. I hope all these concepts are clear to you. If you still have any doubts, you can comment in the comment section below. I will answer to your queries. Thank you very much to you all.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.